secure when they're chilling in the herd. Get a feeling in this build a word. Cold shoulder, better way to win a fur. Snapping heads off next when I connect the finisher. And you can meet me halfway, and I can tell that face that it's mad fake. Get half baked, just like David Chappelle. Pockets like my China, something like a baby bell. And acknowledge the goddess in college. Always been an alcoholic, whiskey in my stomach, butterflies inside my wallet. Got your number and you're nothing once I call it. While we struggle with your weaklings and cheap.
Alright, we're live here at the second annual Beast Mode event. Toronto, make it loud, baby! Huge shout out to the sponsors. We got Derelict Design, CoGame.com, we got West Nile Productions, Future Productions, Real Audio, it goes on and on and on. There's going to be a constant list of these motherfuckers all night. So thank you very much for your support. Everybody who wins tonight is going to get 2 free beats from 2 different producers. So we got a huge shout out to Future Productions and to Real Audio for bringing that together and making that happen for us. Alright, so now without further ado, rapper to my left, introduce yourself.
It's the fucking Grimace! Jeff Goldblum of this rap shit! Everybody say what up from Caleb. That's my name, by the way. Yeah! Shout out to my nephew Avery, Fresh 416, Wiki Reservation. That's it.
Alright, rapper to my right, introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Dyce Heron. AKA Foosball Fugazi. Let's hurt some feelings.
Alrighty, so we're gonna do the coin toss.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Gosh.
I go first!
That worked pretty easily. Alright, cool, that's a first. Alright, so
Maybe a tradition.
who do you want to go first? Alright, so this is 3 rounds. It's unlimited, but I don't think they're gonna go like overly that long. But yeah, so alright, so it's one or however long.
Alright, you guys ready? Alright. You little skinny Ukrainian fuck. Must be all that speed and meth you're snorting. This native's getting more fans against Team Edward Norton. What, is it Soviet Russia? I bet the meth smokes you. Makes you think you're a dope rapper with the best flows too, but just remember, only one of us is fly, and I'm Jeff Goldblum. So fuck a coin, you flow second. I doubt you made much progression, you're gonna need some protection, because you got no logic or projection about as relevant as the battle scene status in 07. And here's intro, all high pitch and shit. Why didn't this bitch try and speak rougher? This weird looking snobbish weed puffer doesn't know how to leave his wood alone like a novice tree hugger, but he's a friend to the animals, like a Scottish sheep fucker. And you can say you're proud Ukrainian, and I'm starting to disbelieve this more and more. Shit, even Nicolas Cage's Yuri Olaf pretend to be Jewish in Lord of War. And the next time you see a shrink, tell him you're lonely, jealous, and don't eat, but get sexually aroused by the smell of pierogies. You look like a young Woody Allen if he was a dumb pussy rapping. No one wants to hear him spin his shit, try to rap perfectly, but still get ripped up like Christmas gifts. And you may say you have the upper hand like you're some fucking stupid knight in a kingdom's castle, but I got your queen to rim my asshole. I can barely see you in my shadow. Took our land, shook your hand, shit. If the Europeans won the war, they don't fucking win this battle. Because you couldn't even win in a fight. This guy is skinny, tall, and weak. I don't even want to know how shitty Paul will be, so just give me all your weed. You don't want to catch a hook from the Wiki Apollo Creed, or you'll be passed down on the sidewalk like the bums in front of City Hall and Queen. And ask for change. My rap game's fast-paced, but I still played you. You and Gil Scott Heron share the same last name. Shit, I bet you want his AIDS, too. And you think you're dope at rapping, Bieber? That's really baffling, dude. I already smoked that faggot reefer. What you think will happen to you? You buy native art because you think a totem pole has phallic features? Shit. I hope your mom's incredibly sick until it grows to manic fever. Then pray the tumor's truer, then hope the cancer reads her. Doctors don't know why she's dying. You don't know the answer either, but I'm toxic. Spit. I got her sick. When you were working at the Molson Amphitheater, she was all over my wood like a crazy post-traumatic beaver. Then I dumped her in hospital waste. While a homeless man would beat her. And you were the epitome of fag type. I'm willing to bet all your arguments end up in a slap fight. You little Ukrainian fuck. Help me help you act right before I chug down bullets and beer and spray you with the max.
Nice.
Time!
Round 1, son. Nice there.
Yo, you wouldn't know the culture if Rakim was your tutor, Slick Rick was your wingman, and Jacob your jeweler. So put down the first-person shooter, log off the library computer, and take a look at your path to a miserable future. Because decades after, even fat chicks in nylon were bombing fat tips with Krylon. Him and his homies saw the bandwagon and decided to pile on. See, I followed hip-hop through every KRS quotable. And if what you do is rap, then all my records are disposable. So you'll pardon me if I start to get emotional, but I seen what used to be a monster has become too approachable. Yo, what you rapping for anyways? You have enough trouble talking. Stephen Hawking would have better luck popping and locking. Trust me when I say this, I'm telling you the truth. It's time for you to hang up your boots and hang from a noose. Because if rap's what you do, then you're lost and confused. You think I work at Fox the way I'm bringing bad news. Well, this just in, you're an ugly dude. And I don't mean to exaggerate, but you must have to put on some graphic tapes, roof yourself, wash it down with a bottle of aftershave just to get yourself in the mood to masturbate. But yo, it's not all bad news, because even after you lose to me, you'll probably get a third chance to prove yourself at KOTD. I repeat, third chance to prove yourself. Get a clue. Remove yourself.
Time.
All right. Round 2, it's on the Grimace. Make some noise, y'all. Come on, that was great. All right,
BeastMODE? Alright. When your battle against Bearju happened, there was a crocodile death roll in Tupac's grave. You won it, but after this, I was gonna say that you got slayed, just killed this fag man. 2 coins on your eyes like the Boondock Saints. And when you go down on a hermaphrodite or a stupid chick, you smell like human shit. And after that rim job, dude would stick his tongue down your uterus, but getting your nose wet is only one thing that makes you a bitch. And I bet the entire family tree is fed up with this classic flamer. If the ultimatum was tell them you're gay, or they end up in a gastric chamber, Paul take longer to come out than the ketchup in a glass container. And this confused bisexual's flow is contrived, and so is his rhymes, trying out the braggadocio rap thing to establish his role as a guy. So I don't want to hear this Metro's bitching. Chop the head from the neck till blood squirts off the top, like retro scripting. Cans and pieces at night. There's some dope stuff. I wasn't born this gifted. Wake up and do some throw-ups like it's morning sickness. Graffiti writer sick with it as I grab the can. Cans and pieces at night as... Oh, fuck. Fuck it.
Come on.
Oh, fuck.
All right, it's on.
No, I can
Sorry, bro, I got it. All right, so round 2, it's on Dyce Heron.
Yo, I'm thinking, why does he call himself Goldblum? So I called this girl and asked her. She said Goldblum's his hero. He's an aspiring actor. I go to IMDb, and much to my laughter, see he did a film a decade ago. Cinematic disaster. Now, you may not have seen it. It didn't make a profit. It was a sequel to Indian in the Closet. It was a sequel to Indian in the Cupboard. They called it Indian in the Closet. This dude's too ugly for acting, so he tried his hand at rapping. And I said this before, so now I'm recapping. But your punchlines are terrible. Double time unbearable. If there's even one thing you're worse at, well, that would be hysterical. And it may hurt your heart to hear this like cardiac arrest, but your style's begging for some change, and as I could have guessed, that verse you spit was garbage. I'm not easily impressed, and since you're looking homeless, you don't need to be addressed. So the rest of this round's on me. I'm feeling good as I can be. Jordan with 6 rings, Curtis Jackson 03, Tyson with the title, Ice-T on OG. I'm what scientists dream about. They wish they could clone me. I feel untouchable like Nicky Barnes in his prime. Got style like George Young before his mother dropped a dime. If confidence were criminal, then I'd be doing time. Go ahead and look at me. So arrogant, the judge would throw the book at me.
Round 3, it's on the Grimace.
Hey, yo. I've been getting paid so much that I've been binging since the summer. But, drank it, then I lost it. If I'm an Indian in the cupboard, then you're a faggot in the closet. And I bet you are a juggalo with night and wear, makeup like a gay thug under your mother knows you when it's like a bungalow with a flight of stairs, dude. Don't get any kind of loving, so you fought a bear Jew. And if this was a dance battle, it would be like a weak toy step into a b-boy legend. 3-month delay. And he still came to this battle prematurely, like Leroy Jenkins. And you have the aroma of Ukrainian vodka breath. This sissy boy is not a threat. I'm up higher than Mothra's nest. Ain't got no expensive heat, cause your flow's cost a tenth of Ross I just hope Chuck Palahniuk's metamorphosis into an insect isn't too Kafka-esque. Cause you're bugging. When you get little boys, these are sex slaves. Wonder why they don't overpower you every time that they get raped. And you will never get fame, so let it go when the road stops. Don't get a sex change or hetero, get a nose job. Because I'm a destroyer, cut your legacy like x-rays to testicles or when you're post-op. Cause you see a cock and your hands hug it. Stroking firm, pretending it belongs to one of your man crushes. Probably got 2 X chromosomes cause being a dude is like being Wolverine's bones and girl, you can't cut it. And I appreciate the insight because I can't see what Paul sees, but how are you gonna be part of the battle rap movement with cerebral palsy? And if I'm the sickest thing in person that this dipshit will hear, I'll let my fist hit this queer and watch the blood drip thick with his lipstick and tears. The little shipwreck, I bet you haven't flipped shit to get lifted or lick clit in years. Probably close thing to pussy in your mouth is fish sticks and beer. This little nitwit will need his hip fixed, but I got his mind mixed with this fear. Couldn't predict shit if this bitch was half mystic or seer. So fuck off on bread, go get yourself some cheap stale beer flow. Forget that the name Heron reminds us all of female heroes. And the last 2 guys I faced had an obsession with weed. Grim Reaper and Piff, and they weren't impressive to beat. But I found it kind of funny when an old friend mentioned to me that you wanted to battle Grimace so bad you had an obsession with me. And I heard from the grapevine that Dyce drank wine and booze. So I thought we could hit up the bar, take shots of Patron, Tanqueray, Absolute, Finlandia, Jack Daniels, Bombay Wises too. Eventually he got to thinking of the pain I'd ensue. Then Paul thought that this was a great time to puke. So it's more like your dice game ain't high, it's snake eyes, you lose. Ooh. And I got pussy for free. Go figure, it's never a gold digger, but I'll throw this pussy in a box, dead or alive, Schrodinger. And see, I'm something that you can't even try and kill. Ain't earn no stripes, you're not even ranked enough to be this lion's mill. Plus you ain't got no pride or will, no rhyming skill, you rapping all the people, leave the building like a fire drill. And the types of chicks you like are so young, they could crawl up in a small pumpkin. Getting fights like it's all nothing, says you'll punch her, but won't even poke her face, that's called bluffing, only talk. Because even against chicks, it's hard to stand in a fight with Paul's bunions. So he goes creeping at night and gets the girls drunk off Milwaukee. And after he gets the digits, little Dyce here feels cocky. It's just number after number. But guys, he still got me because when he checks them, it's pizza for them all. The same numbers, like real Yahtzee. And after this battle, he'll cry into his creamy garlic dipping sauce. And wonder if it's really worth it living. Because when I battle someone new, I really like to hurt my victims. Come with perfect rhythm, work the system, make it painful like giving birth to women, grab a dull knife and scalp this dickhead, but call it a circumcision.
Time. Round 3. It's on Dyce Heron. Now make some noise, y'all!
Yo, I told myself no race jokes. And I swear that I tried. But I got so much info on the inside, you'll think I bribed your spirit guide. Because when I joke about First Nations, I got no reservations. So you'll have to have some patience for this ignorant Caucasian. Like, picture this. Little Grimace in his tribe called Quest. Timberland moccasins. New era head dress. And I know hip-hop culture's all about excess, but if this clown's not too much, then I'm suddenly depressed. See, he said, let's make a wager. I'm thinking pretty big bets. I said, cool, how much? He said, a bag of cigarettes. And he don't look gully. And he don't look gully, but he spent some time in the bin. You know, the one at the liquor store the cheap cans are in? Because he's the type to get sentimental late at night with a quart of whiskey, thinking about the better times before they canceled north of 60. And now he's full-bar with the bottle, real hard on his liver, till he pukes it back up, reverse Indian giver. But yo, he don't mess with coke. He don't mess with coke. He don't mess with coke. In fact, he don't even touch much grass. He's the native Snoop Dogg, you know, huff, huff, pass. But yo, I got jokes just to prove even at your own game I can beat you. And if I have to, I'll hit you with a bow and arrow drive-by from a rival tribe's ski-doo. But yo, he's proud of his heritage. He's proud of his heritage. Don't forget it for a minute. I seen him in the club, Make It Rain came on, and he actually did it. But yo, real talk, I got respect for First Nations, but you as a rep for your race is tasteless. You are to natives what William Hung was to Asians.
There has to be a winner, unfortunately, and that man is the man to my right, Dyce Heron. right. So if y'all got anything to say, man, by all means, shut up.
Good luck for Toronto, man. Big ups to all Toronto MCs.